Hello everyone! I am so excited to be filming right now. I don't know, my vibe right now is talking to the camera. Today I am bringing you guys an advice video. I don't know if I'm the best person to give advice because I struggle with a lot of stuff, but a lot of people requested an advice type of video in my last video, so I am here to deliver. I asked you guys on Instagram to give me any topic that you needed advice on, so if you want to be a part of these like Q&A type of videos, you could follow me on there. I don't post that much, but I'm trying to be better. Okay, I just want to get into this so that I don't sit here and talk for an hour. Making friends as an adult. I struggle with this so much, especially because I don't have a job where I'm like socializing with the same people all the time, and I'm also not in school right now, so it's like, where can I make friends? But honestly, what kind of works for me and what's been working for a bit is Instagram. Like it's weird, but like I've met like a lot of people on Instagram who are really cool, or it's people that I've known in my past that we kind of reconnect through Instagram, and we're both like, oh my god, you're so cute, I'm so cute, let's be cute together, let's hang out, and that's also such a nice vibe. So if you're comfortable with that, I would say Instagram, but like not on some unsafe shit. Like be careful guys. But also now that COVID restrictions are lifting up a little bit, you can really make friends in different classes or different like workout classes. Putting yourself out there really helps, but it feels really uncomfortable sometimes. I mean, at least for me. But I mean, Instagram has been the way for me, to be honest. Ooh, going vegan. So if you guys don't know, I've been vegan for like 2 years at this point. Has it really been 2 years? I think it's been 2 years. That's crazy. My advice for going vegan is that like it is very hard to just go from eating whatever to being vegan. Like personally, I don't think that I would have been able to do that because I just would have been really overwhelmed. How I did it was I first went pescatarian, then vegetarian, and then vegan. When I was going through that journey of like all those different steps, it wasn't like calculated. Like I didn't tell myself like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and then I'm gonna be vegan. I kind of was just going with the flow and doing what felt right and what felt natural to me. But I would also say watch like vegan cooking videos or try out vegan places. You don't have to be vegan to go to these vegan restaurants. Anybody could go, and I think it's great for anybody to go and just even have like one vegan meal randomly. Like I feel like that's a great step in that direction. But yeah, just do what feels right to you and listen to your body. If your body feels sick or bad, like backtrack a little or just reevaluate. Like you never want to make yourself feel sick. Your body will tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like. So I would say really listen to your body cues, and also just like your mental cues, like how you feel about it. Going vegan is such a personal journey, so I feel like it's important to give yourself some grace and allow yourself to learn and to go through different steps to get where you want to be. Ooh, what to do if you are drawn to two different styles? Honestly, you do not need to decide on these things. You can dress in one style one day and the other style the next day, and that's totally okay. We choose every single day how we want to present ourselves, and it's so fun to be able to try out a lot of different styles and different looks and just like different things in general with your appearance, and I think that that's fun. I don't think that we need to limit ourselves. But if you are really wanting to pick one style and aesthetic to stick to, if that's really what you're set on, I would say make a Pinterest board for both of them and then see which one you actually are drawn to more, and that might help. Oh my god, this one I struggle with so much. Being able to relax without feeling lazy and worthless. Let me just say, capitalism sets us up to feel like if we're not productive, we're a loser. And I just want to say, we do not exist on this earth to purely just work and be productive. We need downtime, we need rest, we need to feel centered, grounded, zen. We need to have our moment of self-care. I struggle so much with this because I feel like sometimes if I'm not being productive or I'm not working, that I'm like such a loser, and I hate that feeling so much. It's probably like my top 10 worst feelings. I just like really hate that. But what kind of helps me is just letting myself know that like I deserve this rest and that my body needs this rest, especially if you've had a really rough week or really busy week. Allow yourself to rest on the weekends, allow yourself to rest whenever you have downtime. Even like when you come home from work, allow yourself to rest and have a relaxation period, and know that that's okay and that you deserve it. Even if you did nothing all day, you still deserve it, because We are not put here just to work. We need to enjoy our lives as well. And once you start accepting that you can enjoy rest and relaxation, I feel like that helps in just so many aspects of life. Like, it just helps you know that like this is your self-care time and this is time for work, this is time for being productive, and it kind of just like gives space for everything. So I am really not so good at this, but I'm gonna try to take my own advice here. We all really deserve our beauty rest, to be honest. Okay, so this one has to do with work as well. Work anxiety. I don't feel creative or good enough for the job I have. Another thing that I struggle with so much, but what I really try to do is look back at previous creative work that I've done and really look at it and watch it and not feel embarrassed and just see it from face value. When I'm doing that, I realize I'm actually talented and I'm actually good at stuff. And it's so easy to be put into this state of like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not creative, I'm not this and I'm not that. But you have this job for a reason. You were put there for a reason. You were given that opportunity for a reason. And there's no reason for us creatives to feel like we're not good enough, because at the end of the day, creating is supposed to be fun. Oh my god, I just realized I didn't put on lip gloss this whole time. Wow. I'm just gonna leave it because I don't feel like getting up. But anyways, what I was saying was, being creative is supposed to be fun. When we have all of this pressure on ourselves, when we put this pressure on ourselves that we're not good enough, it becomes not fun anymore. And if we are in a position where we're blessed enough to have a job where we're able to be creative, or have this job that we idolize that we feel like we're not even good enough to have, we need to step back and be like, whoa, like I have this opportunity right now and I am good enough for it, and people do like what I'm doing and people do think I'm doing a good job. We just have to know we deserve it and that we are good at things. I can't find the motivation to do anything and my passions disappeared. Any advice? So this right here, I feel like I can relate to in times where I'm feeling very, very low in my life. When I'm feeling really down, I don't have motivation to do anything, not even things that I love, not even hobbies, not even things that I consider fun. And for me, what really helped in those situations is to look at the bigger picture and look at why I'm not feeling motivated or why I'm not feeling up to anything. And it could be because you're emotionally drained, mentally drained, or just you purely don't have the energy to do any of those things. In times like that, I would really recommend asking for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. You can consider talking to somebody professionally, but it's also like if you have family members or friends that enjoy doing those same things as you, like those hobbies or passions, maybe get together with them and try to create something together or do something together, and that could help. But I really do feel like when we're at a point of no motivation and not even the things that we love excite us, I feel like it just raises a little concern, and at that point I would definitely want to talk to somebody that could help me understand why I'm feeling this way. So yeah, that's just the direction that I would go. But also, like, you have people around you that love you, and maybe just reach out to them and tell them, you know, I don't feel motivated, could you help me? So that you're at least with somebody that's pushing you and, you know, forcing you kind of to do these things that you loved. And maybe when you're doing them again, you will start to remember why you love them. I just want to send love to whoever sent out this question, because I know that that's a rough space to be in, and I just hope you are okay. Getting into sustainable living is overwhelming. Where do I start? I love you so much, you inspire me. Thank you. Yes, getting into sustainable living is so overwhelming, and I feel like there's a huge pressure to like be perfect, and it's so hard to be perfect. It's practically impossible to be perfect in the sustainability aspect of your life. I would say what helps me is to choose different areas where you would like to be more sustainable and see what works for you, and don't be afraid to switch up the areas. Because, like, for example, one thing that I used to really try to do is reduce as much packaging waste in the kitchen as possible. But with doing that, that meant I had to like cook all of my food from scratch, and I actually kind of like wasn't giving myself the nutrients that I needed. I get depressed and unmotivated, and a vegan veggie patty comes in plastic, but it's like sometimes I just need to eat that on a bun and like call it a day, you know? I was putting so much pressure on myself to like not buy packaged foods, not buy food from Trader Joe's because it's in a plastic bag. I was putting so much pressure on myself in that aspect that I wasn't even taking care of myself. Like, I was physically not taking care of myself, and I had to really reevaluate, take a step back and realize like, like, okay, I really need to do something about this. When I saw that, I was like, okay, where else can I be sustainable so that I can make up for it in another area of life? My period products are all zero waste, which I just am really proud of actually. Yes, if I need to use a tampon, I will use a tampon. If I'm in a public place and I don't have my menstrual cup and I need to go buy a tampon, yeah, I'll go get a tampon. I'm not gonna like make myself bleed through my pants. But you know, if I'm home and I'm prepared, zero waste periods. Love that. Whenever I see an option where it's like, this is sustainably made and this isn't, I really outweigh the options and I'm like, okay, does this make sense for my price range? Does this make sense for what I'm trying to do? And sometimes it is. So like dish soap, I'll buy the more sustainably made, eco-friendly one. And it's just like, you need to just choose areas that work for you. And an area that works for you might not work for me, and an area that might work for me might not work for you. For example, secondhand fashion, you know, for me, it's very easy to shop secondhand fashion, but I know that if you are plus size, it is harder to shop secondhand fashion, and I know sometimes fast fashion is the only option for you to find trendy pieces that make you feel cute, and that's okay. We are all just like trying our best out here, and as long as we do things slowly and be gentle with ourselves and others, we will be good. So back to the original question, where should you start? I would say pick one area in your life that you want to focus on becoming more sustainable in, and just start there. And then if you complete that and you feel good in that area, maybe you can move on to another area. Now you'll have two different areas of life where you're trying to be more sustainable. That's how I do it. That's how I've been doing it. It works really well for me. But just also remember, like, it's almost impossible to be perfect in this, so give yourself grace. Okay, I'm gonna do one more question. I literally have so many that I want to answer, but I don't know what to answer. Okay, so I want to end on this one. How to be active in my spiritual journey. I feel like when I first started my spiritual journey, I was really focused on things that I saw other people do, like rituals or starting off my day with affirmations. I don't know, like I just was really focused on trying to do these rituals that other people were doing, and I just realized spirituality is such a personal thing. And to me, like, I guess spirituality in general is more of like a mindset. Like every single day I wake up with being a person who believes in these things and who practices these things naturally. Like when I'm feeling down, I naturally just tell myself like, it's okay, you can do this, you can do this, like Emily, you can do this. And even if I'm sobbing and even if I'm having anxiety, like I just like scream at myself like, you can do this. And that's just like a natural thing. And I think that when you try really hard to incorporate spiritual rituals into your life that don't align with you or that feel foreign to you, it's very hard to be consistent with that because it doesn't feel natural. But things slowly started just becoming natural to me. Like for example, crystals, right? I carry crystals with me every single time I leave the house. I sleep with crystals next to me. I literally have crystals on both sides of my nightstands because I just need that aura. I definitely have been slacking a little on my moon rituals, which sucks, and I hate that I'm doing that, but I really try to be gentle with myself. So like say I miss a full moon and I don't do a full moon ritual, I can sit there and beat myself up about it, or I can just be gentle with myself and say like, okay, everything happens for a reason, maybe I was not meant to do this ritual this month. I think it really is just more of a daily mindset. Reading helps so much. There are so many books out there that talk about spirituality, help you on your spirituality journey. There's just so many resources out there, and I feel like the best way to start your journey and start being active with it is to learn as much as you can and just see what resonates with you and what you kind of vibe with. Everybody's spirituality looks different, but I really do feel like it's all about what feels natural to you. Do not let like YouTube and social media fool you. I know there are so many pages about spirituality and even sustainability that look so fucking perfect. Like they are meditating every single day, doing yoga every single day. They're like on it. They're like this holy spiritual person. And it's like, don't let that shit fool you. You can be spiritual in your own way. You don't need to buy crystals or buy incense or like manifestation journals to be a spiritual person. You just need to have the confidence in yourself that you are doing your best. I guess like in so many questions in this video, I've just said like, do what feels natural, because you're here at this spot for a reason. You are exactly where you need to be right now, and you just need to flow, and you just need to let the universe take you, and you just need to accept that life will go on, and that you just need to let it be, and you just need to let things happen naturally. Let the universe guide you, and be gentle with yourself, because it's very hard to live life in general. It's very hard to live life in general. So when it comes to all of these different things, all of these different topics, be gentle with yourself, because you need to love yourself the same way you would love somebody that you care about deeply. You need to have that self-love, and it's hard, and sometimes I don't even have that, but it's a really important thing to keep in mind, I think. So yeah, that was all of the advice that I'm gonna give today. Let me know if you like this video. I had so many questions. Maybe I could do another one of these. Let me know what you think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'm gonna go. Bye! Peace the fuck out.